Welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. Technologists raising concern on data protection on World Backup Day. The software and technology industry celebrates World Backup Day on March 31st, that is today, every year. In today's era of accelerated change and digital transformation, businesses in every sector need to do more with less. This day marks the significance of the data backup for businesses and organizations worldwide. Technological progress has led more and more companies to start using new technologies to increase their productivity or to facilitate their daily tasks. Their use has led to the massive collection of data, and the need to have a place to store it securely has arisen. With cloud backup, company data and applications are protected by a server in a remote location. In this way, companies can have the capacity to save and preserve at the same time the data of their own corporation and that of their clients from anywhere, avoiding the loss of this data in the event of any technological failure or cyber attack. With businesses in India running workloads in a hybrid environment, it is critical to securely store data in multiple spaces like databases, file servers, and network-attached storage. While considering a solution that gives businesses the flexibility to access, upload, protect, and analyze data, an asset that will have the advantage of long-term retention, reporting, and insight into cloud storage use will serve Indian organizations better. This World Backup Day should be a welcome opportunity for businesses to reconsider their storage solutions and upgrade to safer cloud environments secured by cutting-edge data protection amenities which will support their digital transformation journey. We walk, talk, eat, drink, and breathe data. We are constantly leaving behind digital footprints. More so, we engage with online platforms and are engrossed with digital channels. What most of us fail to notice, far less comprehend, is the lurking dangers and sneaking threats that we invite unintentionally. We hardly realize the growing platforms using AI plus data to understand our choices and apprehend our preferences and use our own personal information to create personalized experiences. Data is the new oil, said a sane soul. The only difference is that oil would run out in a few years. Data, on the other hand, keeps getting accumulated exponentially. With more than 50% of the world's population using smartphones and digital devices, with new ones adding day by day, there are massive amounts of data created. A report says that Indian organizations were unable to recover 36% of their lost data on average, and 90% of organizations were unable to recover at least some of the data they had lost. Hence, it is essential that businesses have a comprehensive data backup plan in place to be fully prepared at the time of a data breach. It is time we all woke up to the realities and compulsions of data protection at large. It is not just about data backup and restore methods, but it is also about freeing businesses from digital slavery. Let's look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. AxisBank to acquire Citi's consumer business in India. Private sector lender AxisBank has agreed to acquire Citibank's consumer business in India, including Citi's credit cards, retail banking, wealth management, and consumer loan business for $1.62 billion in an all-cash deal. The transaction also includes the sale of the consumer business of Citicorp Finance India Limited, comprising the asset-backed financing businesses, which includes commercial vehicle and construction equipment loans as well as the personal loans portfolio. Two critical vulnerabilities discovered in Microsoft Defender for IoT. Researchers published detailed information on a couple of critical remote code execution vulnerabilities discovered in Microsoft Defender for IoT. Both are SQL injection vulnerabilities that could be exploited by a remote attacker without authentication to achieve arbitrary code execution. The vulnerability came up with proof of concept code that exploits the bug to extract a logged in user session ID from the database, which leads to complete account takeover. WingSecurity launches end-to-end SaaS security platform. WingSecurity is launching a comprehensive end-to-end SaaS security platform that can help businesses discover, monitor, and automatically remediate potential security issues with how their employees are using any of over 100,000 SaaS tools. The company has also announced its $20 million Series A funding round led by GGB Capital. Cabinet allows $808 million program for MSME improvement. The Union Cabinet has approved a World Bank assisted program called Raising and Accelerating MSME Performance or RAM worth $808 million to improve the performance of micro, small and medium enterprises. The program will commence in FY23, helping in scaling up implementation capacity and MSME coverage in states. Out of these $808 million, $500 million will be a loan from the World Bank, while the remaining $308 million will come from the center. Center says social media platforms must respect fundamental rights. The center told the High Court that social media platforms must be held accountable for subjugating and supplanting fundamental rights like the right to freedom of speech and expression, otherwise the same would have dire consequences for any democratic nation. It also stated that a user can initiate proceedings against a social media platform for suspending his or her account without a prior notice. The submission came in response to a petition filed by a Twitter user whose account was suspended for alleged violations of platform guidelines. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.